Hi everybody! Let me introduce myself first. I'm just going to start straight away because a lot of people will probably be watching this on replay and I don't want you to have to hang around at the start. So, my name's Kerry. I am a Blue Status presenter with Younique. I'm over in the UK and I'm married. I've got 2 children. I've got a 4-year-old little boy and I've got a 1-year-old little boy. And that is my reason behind this. But let me first go back to the beginning and tell you how I first found Younique, because I've only known about Younique for about 18 months. It's never been as big in the UK as it has been in America, so I hadn't heard about it, but now it is starting to get really big. So going back to last year, my little boy was born in August last year, and sounds silly, but I was looking for makeup that was going to last me through labour. Which I know most people think, why are you even thinking about wearing makeup during labour? But I didn't get that nice after photo with my first son due to various different reasons. So I wanted that with him. So anyway, I was Googling and looking for this foundation that was going to last. Came across Younique Liquid Touch Foundation. Now, I'm in Northamptonshire in the UK. Like I said, I didn't know anything about Younique. I didn't know any Younique presenters. So I Googled who was my local Younique presenter to me, and it turned out to be Carly, which is amazing. And I'm sure it's down to fate that I found Carly. Carly is a Black Status presenter and she was living like less than a mile away from me, which is crazy. So I messaged her anyway. She dropped me around some samples. I got the foundation. Cutting a long story short, my little boy was born in August. I wore the makeup, ended up having an emergency cesarean, but my makeup lasted, and even the midwives in the room afterwards said, "How is your makeup still on?" After then I was hooked. So then I tried the mascara and tried all the various different bits and pieces. But during that time I was friends with Carly on Facebook because she was just around the corner. She'd pop my makeup around to me, loveliest person ever. And I would see her post, and one particular post I remember is her being in her garden in the hammock last summer with the kids playing on the trampoline in the background, and she had a laptop on and she was doing work, and this was during the day. This was on a working day, like a Monday to Friday. She was doing her work in the garden with her kids playing on the trampoline in the background. Now, I've always done full-time normal jobs. And my job before this, before I went on maternity leave, was a development officer for a housing company. So I would help design and develop giant retirement builds, like retirement villages. That was my job. And a lot of the time I'd have to leave the house at like 6:30 in the morning. Wouldn't get home till like 6, 7 o'clock at night. My little boy, he's 4 now, but he was in full-time nursery. I had a lot of nights staying away, so I didn't get to see him all that much. I felt like I was a part-time parent. I felt like I just had my child on a weekend, and that was it, 2 days a week. And the nursery saw him more than I did. They knew more about him than I did. I went back to work when he was 8 months. I missed his first steps. I missed everything. So when my second little boy was born in August last year, I just thought, I don't want this. I don't want to have to do this again. But I knew I had to because I thought there's no other way. I have to go back to work. We have to pay the bills. There's 2 of us. There's me and my husband. But obviously we've got this house and everything. We need to pay the bills. So roll on into January. It was about the 2nd or 3rd of January. Younique had just released a new mascara. And it was the new Fibre Lash mascara. But it was the new formulation of it. And again, I've been seeing Carly's posts saying, you know, this is the best time to start. You know, we've got this big launch coming up. Because you may or may not know, Younique started with just mascara and that was it. So now they're launching this brand new mascara. This is a huge thing. And if you think about joining, now's the time to do it. And I've been thinking about it for a while, but my baby was so young. I just thought, how am I going to fit it in? How am I going to do this? And it got to the start of January. And I was going stir crazy on my own at home. There was no mums and babies groups around like there was when my 4-year-old was little. And I just thought, I need something for me. I don't want to go back to work full-time yet because he's so little, he's too little to go into full-time childcare. So I just wanted something for myself. So I thought, I'll give it a go. Why not? If now's a good time to start, maybe this will just be a bit of a boost. It'll be a hobby for me. And that's all it started out as for me, as a hobby. But oh my God, it changed so quickly. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I've always been someone who likes makeup anyway, and to be able to just have the opportunity to play with makeup every single day was just, I was in my element. So it was perfect. My 4-year-old was still going to nursery 3 days a week. He was going part-time because he still wanted to see his friends while I was on maternity leave. So he would go off to nursery. Whilst my baby was having a nap, I would do a live video. Oh, come on. I would demonstrate like the lipstick or the eyeshadow or something. And then I do like a behind the scenes photo. You can see like the baby, like Max asleep in my arms. So it's completely doable with having a baby. But things just got so busy. I started my VIP group. A lot of my mum friends joined. Now going back again, at first I thought, because I'm not from this area, I live like, I grew up like an hour and a half away from here. We don't know anybody here at all. And that was one of my first questions to Carly, you know, what do I do? Because I don't know anybody. I went, you know, is it going to work? Because I've got no friends here. But, you know, she said it's all online. And it is, really, it's all online. You don't need to know anybody where you live. And I didn't. And my business just, like, it took off. Within my second month, I was just earning almost as much as I was making beforehand. And I started to think, maybe this could be a possibility. Maybe I don't have to go back to work. I was due back to work in August this year. I didn't go back. I haven't gone back. This is what I'm doing full time now, and I absolutely love it. But one of the main reasons I'm doing it is because I want to see my kids more. I want to be the one, my little boy starts school next year, I want to be the one who can walk into school and the one who can pick him up from school. And one of the biggest things that happened to me, like week before last, he's just started a new preschool, which is joined to the school he's going to next year. And his birthday was on the Wednesday. On the Monday, we get a letter at pickup to say, oh, please join us on Wednesday for Jamie's birthday. Come in at 2:30 and we'll do a birthday celebration. And I put this on my Facebook because any other time when I was doing my full-time job beforehand, that would have filled me with panic. It would have filled me with dread, thinking, oh my God, how am I going to get out of work on Wednesday? How am I going to cancel those meetings? How am I going to get there? He's going to be the only child who's having his birthday at nursery without his mummy being there. It would have filled me with pure dread and panic. But I could say yes this time. I could say yes. And it was the best thing. I went in on his birthday and the look on his face when he saw me walk in was just like, oh, it was just so much excitement. I could have cried. I really could have cried. It was just so much excitement, and that's all because of this business. Because with this, I can work from home. I can be here for them. When they're poorly, I don't need to take a day off work. I can be here for them. If they say, let's go to the farm today, mummy, I say, okay, because I can take my work with me. You can do everything from your phone. Everything from your phone. A lot of the time what I do, we go to soft play in the afternoon. The boys will run around. I will be on my phone placing orders or doing some posts or doing giving some advice to people, and they're off playing. So they don't see mummy's at her desk working all the time. They don't see mummy's gone to work at the office, when is she coming home. They just see me playing with them. And when they're not looking or when they're playing themselves, that's when I go on my phone and I do some bits and pieces. Or in the evening when they've gone to sleep, that's when I'll go on my phone and do some bits and pieces. So you can do everything from your phone. It's completely portable. But yeah, the best bit for me is that it's given me that time back with my boys, because you never get that time back again. They're only little, you know, for such a short amount of time. And with Max, I saw his first steps. I was there. I got to see his first steps. I got to hear his first words. I got to go to Jamie's birthday thing at nursery. Last week they had a pumpkin day at nursery where parents could go in for the afternoon and carve pumpkins and things. I got to do that with him. I couldn't have done that before. I really couldn't have done that. So to me, that is the biggest thing, and I'm so thankful that I found this opportunity. My business is growing. My best friend has joined with me now. Plus I've got about 16 people on my team, and there's more people coming all the time. I can see the future. I can see where I'm going to be this time next year, and oh my God, I'm so excited. I just can't wait. And this really is the best thing. I wish I'd found it years ago. I wish I'd found it years ago, because before I knew about this, I was doing my 9 to 5 day job. Well, more like 6 till 7, 7 till 6, working away a lot. And I thought, this is my life for the next 40 years. I didn't know there was an alternative. But yeah, just to tell you, there is an alternative. You can be home with your family. You can see your children grow up. You don't have to miss any of those things. You can take lunch whenever you want to take lunch. You can go shopping whenever you want to go shopping. And oh my God, the free makeup. The free makeup is amazing. I think I've got everything that Younique sells in a massive trunk, which I earned. I've earned 2 trunks so far. And it's brilliant. I absolutely love it. So yeah, if you are thinking about this, give it a go, because you have nothing at all to lose and everything to gain, and trust me, it will be the best thing you ever did. So I will stop waffling now. If you do have any questions or anything at all, just post them below. But thank you so much for watching, and thank you for letting me talk to you about this amazing opportunity, because it is brilliant. It's the best thing I've ever did. Honest. Thank you. See you soon. Bye.